Okay, Major, tell me about you going to this church when you was little and your family out here.
Well, my grandfather, C.M. DeWeese, ministered here. His father before him, Carter DeWeese, ministered here. And so did Mr. Powell. And this ground used to belong to the Powells. And that's the name, Powell Cemetery. And really the dates, we'll have to go to the cemetery to find out about that.
Well, you're 92 years old right now, correct?
Beg pardon?
You're 92 years old?
Yeah.
And so you came out here when you was little.
Well, that'd be 6, 7 years old.
And y'all came out here because your grandpa and Ken was out here.
Right.
Okay. And tell us about these sawhorses that are in the back, and what would you use those for and stuff?
Well, back in the 30s, there wasn't no electricity till I think about 1940, when the REA came through. And I'm not for sure, yeah. I remember Pansy and Carl Sommerfeld papered this walls. They did painting and paper hanging for a living. And not much paper left, is there?
No, but when y'all would have meals, how would you do that outside here? I guess what I was getting at with the...
Do what now?
When y'all had meals out here,
Oh, yeah.
get-togethers, how would you do that? Because there's
Well, they just set up sawhorses.
the sawhorses went out there
Yeah.
on the south side, okay?
Outside.
And you'd set them planks of wood and stuff up on these sawhorses in the back, then took them out there and set them up.
Right there.
And you'd have your dinners on the south side. Now, where were the outhouses back then?
There was good.
On the west end of the church.
On the west side and the north.
Okay. And how many, when you was young, how many would attend this church?
Boy. I'd have to stop and do some figuring on that.
Was it pretty much full or half full or
No, about half full.
about half full? Okay. And who played the piano back then? Do you remember?
Louise Huffman.
Louise Schuchmann. Okay.
She probably wasn't the only one, but she was the main one when CM was ministering here.
Okay. And did, you know, I know in some churches the women and men sat separate, but did the women and men sit together in this church?
Yeah.
In the family? Okay. And was this layout pretty much the same as when you was young?
Yeah.
Everything's pretty much still the same with those pews up there up front?
Yeah.
And who sat in those pews up there to the right? Who sat in those pews up there to the right?
No visiting ministers and
Whoever the guests or visiting minister or assistants were.
made up the choir.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Any of that, was it oil stove back then, or was it a wood stove? When
Wood stove.
It was a wood stove. And was it in this same spot as this one is here? Okay. It's a lot of pipe. Okay.
It's amazing how that brickwork stays up there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, still all together. Well, Major, thanks for sharing that little bit of family history. Today is March 27th of 2023. Thanks, Major.